Well, I'm still a little bit tired, but I am mostly all better from the show this past weekend. How about you?
I think today's the first day I feel human again, and my brain is actually functioning. Wow, what a show we had.
It was a whirlwind like it always is. And we had this great idea that after the show, we could come in and just kind of tell you guys what goes on behind the scenes, but more show secrets that we can share with you. So let's get started.
Okay, well, welcome everybody to RV Small Talk. I'm PJ from Princess Craft RV.
And I'm Lindsey. But this is where we talk about lightweight units and RV shows and truck campers and rallies and
whatever
people.
else goes through our mind, right?
Yeah, pretty much
it really is small talk.
A lot of cool, inspiring stories. So today we're just kind of spilling the secrets of RV shows. I think I've been in this world for so long that I forget that a lot of people don't know these things. Just like every other industry, you just see the final product. You see it in front of you. You see the show. But the things that happen behind the scenes are kind of fun. So,
what always surprises me every year, and I can't even count how many RV shows I've done over the decades, but it always amazes me. It's like the show opens, the gate flies open, and everybody's supposed to be ready to go and excited. And, for the most part, we are. But we've already put in probably 3 days of really hard work getting the show set up. So it kind of is we can finally just stop working and talk to customers.
And sell, yeah.
Yeah.
It is like a relief. Like, thank goodness the show is over so I can stop cleaning things and taping things to other things.
And do we get the signs up and is that one straight? And oh my gosh. And
I even had an employee of ours helping us prep this past show weekend. And even he was like, okay, once we're done cleaning these units, that we're pretty much done, right? And just the look on my face, oh, you have no clue. And he's like, well, what else could there be to do?
Yeah. And customers walk in thinking, okay, everybody's fresh. They're going to catch everybody when they're fresh. Man, I am beat when the show opens because it usually opens at noon, right?
Right. And we're spending that whole morning doing all the last minute stuff that we either forgot or the mail finally came in or whatever.
Is that just bad show planning on our part?
I mean, but
I feel like we did a really good job this year, and we still worked right up until the wire.
I think shows are chaotic for every dealership, no matter how many hands on deck you have. But I think shows are a little more chaotic for us because we're a smaller dealership. We have less people to help, but also because that's how we operate. We just we just operate with crazy. We might be behind, but we'll also have more flags put up than anyone else. We kind of do kooky things. We dig our own hole and then we just have a party in there. So, yes.
So explain to everybody what exactly happens while we prep for a show. I mean, before it even opens, what have we done?
We have to, the layout is so much more time consuming than I think people realize. Than I even realize because you do it. But the layout is a big one. And the thing that I think a lot of people don't understand is we don't have 14 of every unit, right? We have 1, 2, maybe 3 of the popular ones. So then, if we try to do a layout a month before the show, that entire month, if we sell a unit, we can't get another one in. So then our layout changes. Taking a 15-foot, 25-foot trailer out of a layout that is so down to each inch of where everything goes.
That's right.
It totally screws it up, right? What is another trailer that is the exact same length that I can replace with it? Or can we get another one in time? And this past show, I feel like for some reason, we just sold a lot in between you making a list for the show and us going to the show. It turned into scrambled eggs.
So what we normally do, we thought we had this great system, and every year we think we'll tweak it a little and it'll get better. But I make this layout, and we know kind of where everything is going to go. And I really liked our show layout this year, but up until this year, I never thought I had one that I liked well enough to do it exactly like that again. So we recreate this, figure out what we want, but I finalize it like 4 days before we load the show, before all the units transfer over there, thinking, okay, that's pretty close. But we sell 4 or 5 of those. It has to be redone. But everybody has the list because we have to wash the units and prep them. So then I have to tell all these people somehow that
these
all
4
of these are not going and these 4 are going.
So now we got to dig those out of the back, bring them up,
and then the people who are washing them, cleaning them.
The list changes, like the list of units that we're taking changes like 20 to 30 times. But it's really funny because BJ just keeps sending another email and she's like, final. For real final. I'm so serious. This is the final. And like every spreadsheet update is named something a little bit more like serious.
A little bit more weird.
But here's the thing. None of them are the final. None of them.
But I keep thinking, okay,
there's nothing you can do.
We got this.
But the other thing is the layout. The layout takes so much time because it's not just how many can you fit in there. It's how do we make these look good together? And again, it might not be something that you even think about, but just like Walmart picks which items go on the top, middle, and bottom shelf, which ones are, next to this one. I mean, RV shows are the same way. We want similar campers next to each other. We want brands next to each other, but we want the crowd to flow through your spot.
That's right.
The worst thing ever is creating a layout where people don't see all your units. So one of the RV show secrets that I've learned is that when dealerships put together these shows, we're essentially trying to set up an IKEA, guys.
Yeah,
that's right. We want you to go down every aisle. We want to kind of nudge you, to not give you too many escapes, I guess.
Yeah, it's kind of like you get trapped in our booth so that you have to walk through and see everything, or that you want to walk through.
Yeah, I was about to say, I feel like trapped is a bad word. We should call it a bad word. It is gently encouraged to not leave ever.
I feel like maybe sometimes if we had like you could get $1 for every row you walk down. We just want you to see everything.
Yeah.
But full well knowing there's 500 or 600 units in the show. And
right. So
really,
how do we make
or
ours?
More? There might have been 1,000. I don't know. There was a ton. So we want you to see everything that we brought. And that being said, there was 7 dealers in our last show. And most people told me there's like, wow, we had like 57 units, or we had like 42. One dealer said, yeah, we pared down to 28. We brought 88 trailers and crammed them in that little space.
No, we have a lot smaller trailers than everybody else, so that means we can bring more. Unfortunately, no matter how small they are, you can still only tow them one at a time with our trucks. So it still takes 88 trips back and forth. And that is such a time suck. It really, really is.
And we can't stop our service department or our sales department while we're doing this. So we still are running a business, and every extraneous person we can find, from accounting to warranty to, me, Lindsey, all these people are parts people.
We're all driving trucks.
Driving trucks, moving units. So our business is really pedaling fast.
So, that's a lot. There's a lot of pre-work. Obviously, there's a lot of pre-work that goes into any show.
So the show opens.
Let's talk about pricing. Let's get to the secrets that the listeners want to hear.
Oh, they don't want to hear about how hard it is for us to set up.
When
have we cried enough? We whined enough.
Let's give them what's going on with the prices. Now, PJ, I feel like you can explain this the best. Are people getting the best deal at RV shows? Like if you're not watching on YouTube, I don't know how I can explain to you my facial expression, but
well, the reality is sometimes yes, and sometimes no.
That's a terrible answer.
I know. Sucky answer.
I thought you were going to give us something else.
But here's the thing. When we go to the show, dealers generally have some units that they really, 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 really want to sell.
Yeah.
Sometimes we have older models. Sometimes we had, I think, only one or two 2025s at the show, but we did have a couple. Some shows we have a significantly larger amount of used units. So those are the ones you can get a screaming deal on because we are banking on the show to turn those.
Yeah, there's a reason why RV show has a season, right? Mm-hmm. And it tends to be the first quarter of the year because why? Why, PJ?
Well, because it encourages people to start thinking about camping, buy for the next season, and it allows us to get rid of units that we've had over the winter that did not sell in the last season.
A lot of manufacturers switch over to the new model year in like the fall. So it's pay attention to what model year you're getting, you know? I mean, is it a 26 or is it a 25? When do the 27s come out?
So there are great show prices sometimes. And then there's the stuff that they sell a lot of that maybe is the same price that you would pay on the lot. And there usually isn't a higher price. So that's what I'll say about going to the show. You are probably getting the lowest prices you're going to get anywhere
but that
at
doesn't,
the dealership.
But that doesn't mean the price is any different than it would have been a week before or maybe even a week after if the unit doesn't sell.
Depends on the dealer. Depends on the dealer. And dealers
So we're not telling them our secrets. We're just telling them.
Here's the real secret is we are too overwhelmed at Showtime to have big price secrets.
To reprice anything.
So we learned a long time ago that we have show prices identical to what's on the lot. Now, on some units, we have what we call show bucks, which means I've got $500 I can put towards certain units, or $1,000 or $2,000 in show bucks, which means at the show, I will allow this discount on this unit.
But as far as the price on the sign that you see on the camper, it could be the same.
Yep, could be the same.
What about promo items? I always see at shows, we do this at shows. Hey, if you buy this camper, you get this. Or if you buy this camper, you get entered to win something. To kind of incentivize, like, don't think about it, right? Like, or, you don't need to wait. Just go ahead and buy now. What's the secret behind those?
Well, when dealers do that, it is because they can buy it at a lower price. Usually because they buy a whole bunch for the show. Like if they're giving away a free generator, first of all, take a look at that generator and see how much it cost. It might be a $250 generator from Harbor Freight, in which case, is that really what you need or want? Is it really that much of an incentive? And if it is something you need or want, it's awesome. But that is the first thing I caution people about. We gave away a generator using that example at our last show last week. And we just said, here, scan the QR code and sign up. You could win a generator. And we will give that generator away at the end of the week. And somebody gets a free gen. And because it's a model that we're not carrying anymore. But, it's worth a few $1,000s. So it's not nothing. It's always good to look and see what the value is on that and if that really adds to the savings of your purchase. Because, sounds cool. We all love something free, but is it something you really need? And another thing that dealers do that we don't do, but some dealers may do this all the time, but they bump up the MSRP price. Have you ever seen those trailers where it's like, save $25,000, and so now it's only $19,995?
But it was $19.95 before. But yeah, if you bump up the MSRP price, I mean, it really is. When you put those I mean, I'm not saying I'm above it because I'm not, but like when you put the savings big and in red and you see it, it makes you, it's human nature. You're like, holy moly, look how much I'm saving. This is such a good deal. But it might be a good deal, but it's still the same sale price that it was a month ago. You're not saving any more money, but
maybe you are.
I mean, that is a good way of saying, hey, look at me.
Yeah, you know, that's right.
Like, instead of any of the other units.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I just had a thought that like all the RVs just want to be the prettiest princess at the ball and they want to be picked. Sorry.
Yeah. Well, there are pretty princesses that need to be picked, and we try to make them very enticing. And raising the MSRP is only one of those ideas. But, you know, the catch is, and this is true, this is not an RV show secret. This is a RV dealership secret that, and you'll see it at car dealers too, folks. When you go and you see this price is $19,995, always ask for a drive-out price, because at the show, so many people were comparing the prices on the sticker without talking to anybody or actually getting quotes. Whereas one person came back to our booth and said, yeah, I went over there and it was $19,995, but they added almost $5,000 in fees after that. Then they added tax, title, and license. So when that happens, now you're buying a $25,000 trailer compared to our $19,995 that doesn't have any fees attached. Now, I get why they're doing it. They want to advertise the lowest price. They want to hook you in. So by fees, they will say it's freight fees. They'll say it's prep fees, walkthrough, the battery, fees, the propane, the pre-delivery, all of this. You know, it is a sales business. So you have to be sure, especially at a show, that you know exactly what you're paying for this when you leave. And if you're comparing two at different dealerships,
talk to somebody.
Talk to both of them.
Yeah.
Get drive-outs on both of them. And buy the one that works best for you. So that is a secret at the show.
Another secret.
Oh. Are you still there?
No, I Google glitched, as my son calls it. Another secret for buying an RV in Texas, I guess the law is different by state, but cancellation in Texas. You're at the show, you're getting all excited.
Yep.
You throw money at the prettiest princess at the ball, and then you go home and you're like, ooh, maybe this isn't a great choice for me right now. So.
Or maybe I want the other one. So in Texas, if you buy off-site, you have 3 days to cancel.
And by cancel, you mean like...
get all your money back.
No matter what they took.
No matter what. You have the right to cancel and get all your money back. Yeah. So that's another good thing to ask.
But that's something I don't think people even know, which is crazy.
I know.
But it's that, everybody go tell somebody else.
Yeah.
We're going to get, somebody write it in the sky. Sky Riders. Oh, no.
And I tell people, if you're not ready to put a deposit down, that's just fine.
Please don't.
Yeah, please don't, because it's a lot of work for us to take your money, put it into the system and go through all the paperwork and then undo it all because you just thought you'd put it on hold. You know, I tell people, don't ask me to put your shoes on hold at Macy's. You know, really, if you're not ready to buy,
then don't buy.
Then don't buy. Yeah, somebody right behind you will buy. So anyway, that is a Texas law, and I do know that there are similar laws in other places. I just don't know what they are. You know, I live in a bubble here in Texas. We think we're the best and the brightest. So I don't know what it's like anywhere else.
Yeah, well.
But that is here.
All right. Any other money things? Money secrets?
Yeah. I don't think so. I think it's all about just step back and add and subtract all the promos, all the fees, and then decide if you want to buy it.
Yeah, RV shows are really exciting. So just make sure you have all the information before you let the excitement run away with you. what about when the show is over? You guys don't even know what that's like.
Is this our best kept secret? That
No, it's not.
The fun
but
starts.
the
The crazy.
yeah,
begins.
I guess it. Yeah, we're at the end of the podcast. Let's talk about the end of the show.
Have you actually unpacked our show trailer yet?
No, shh. But we didn't put the food in there. So for the first time ever, we don't have rotting food in our show trailer. It's fine. We just have like stuff, which I need to get out, but it's fine. It's fine.
We have flags and tents and tables and chairs and
electrical cords
office
and
boxes
and
who knows?
And, yeah.
Lions and tigers and bears. Oh my.
But okay, so 5:00 on Sunday, they say, hey, show's over. They kick everyone out. And you guys would not believe what we look like. So first of all, we've been working for 5 days straight.
Yeah.
Like long hours.
And no
And then-
dinners and drinking happen after the show,
No.
by the way.
Of course
with
not.
the reps.
Of course not.
Just
and then
keep
the
that.
show closes and we have
Hours and hours and hours and hours and hours of work to do.
and 6 people to do it who have been working all day. So, I
Yeah.
mean,
well, that's bad planning on our part. We should have new people.
well,
But-
I think what I'm trying to say here is as awful as it sounds, it really is kind of when the fun starts. Number one, you get like this entire communal sigh of relief. Like we
That's
did
true.
it.
We did it.
Air
We're
high
done.
five.
Woohoo.
Everybody kind of cheers, and we're like, man, we got a lot of work to do. But also the timing isn't as stressful. It's not like hurry up, we're about to open. It's like we have a little bit less pressure, and we have a lot to talk about. We just pack up. We just run around like little ants and pack up and talk about everything that just happened, about our customers, about the show, about what so-and-so did at dinner last night. I mean, like, it's just, I don't know. That's the most social part to me, is us all running around like little ants, trying to pick everything up, trying to close all the vents and take all the signs off and do all the things that nobody thinks about, but all while kind of like unloading, like mentally unloading from the past 4 days. And somehow we're always in really good moods. Like, do you notice how much laughter happens?
Yes. But I think, honestly, Lindsay, I don't know if that happens at every dealership. You are, but I don't know if it does because you are the one that leads it all.
Yeah.
You
Well,
are
it's
the
one of my favorite times.
Yeah, Lindsay pretty much runs our events, and Lindsay will have 2 or 3 people pulling out the pillows and the vases and the bedspreads out of the units that we've dressed up, and they have one job, and then she's telling people how to take the flags apart and leave them here, and then I'll put them together. All right, tables go here. All right, you make sure that, and then Cody's running around doing bring the jacks up, check the TVs, check the vents.
Yeah.
And then somebody crawls up on top of a unit to, be the pirate and survey the entire sea to be sure we've got all the top vents closed and everything's strapped down. The TVs need to be strapped in. The cords need to be. It took us 4 hours just to undo the electrical.
But it is like this. There's a sense of fun with the chaos that is different than load-in chaos. It just feels more relaxing, and we're all really proud of ourselves. And also it's evening and the sun went down, so it's not so hot. I really like it. I think it's the most fun part of the show, but I really don't think anybody, like consumers, would know how much work goes into it, and also how much we don't actually hate it all the time.
That's right. And
it's not all bad.
And one of the reasons that I think that people that come to the show don't get it is because quite a few people show up here the next morning and say, hey, yeah, I had some questions and I wanted to see my trailer again. I want to do this and do that, because they're excited.
Yeah.
And we look like something the cat drug in.
Yeah.
I mean, because we're all exhausted, and very occasionally somebody will say, we'll give you a day or two and then we'll be in and we want to talk about X. So thank you to those people that kind of get it. And this show is different. Normally when we were downtown, the show closed at 5. we literally had trucks lining up to pick up units because we had to be out of the convention center by midnight. That's 88 units out of the convention center by midnight. This time it was an outdoor show, so we packed it all up. We had time to pack it up because then we all went home about 10:30 or 11, and we had a show meeting at 5:30 in the morning the next morning with all of our drivers. We all showed up and grabbed a truck and started driving, and we had to be out by 2. So it was a little more split up and a little more relaxed.
Sunday was better. Monday sucked.
Monday was hard.
Let's be real.
Hard
Monday was
day.
so hard.
So, but we did it. And that is the behind the scenes of the shows for us. And wow, it was a good show.
It was a good show. I'm glad it's over. On to the next.
On to the next show. So, we also have done a podcast, and we'll put it in the show notes, quite a while ago, I think, on how to survive an RV show.
Oh, yes.
And
that was
all
a good
the things you ought to do before you arrive, and how to get through it unscathed.
You can check it out at rvsmalltalk.com. And don't forget, we do have a Texas Tiny Trailer Rally and a Texas Truck Camper Rally coming up. I believe they're both in May. You can check out the dates at princesscraft.com.
You know what else?
That's all I got. Yes.
We have another show in 3 days.
3 days?
Yeah, on Friday. Friday and Saturday is our Texas Truck Camper Expo. It is a lot show that we're doing here at Princess Craft with about 40 of our favorite truck campers. So they are all here. We'll have some promotions. We will have some discounted pricing with Showbucks. So
it might be raining, but we're still going to be here.
We will be here, and we will be here with bells. And, you might get a better deal if you show up in the rain.
It's true.
I don't know.
And also, if you don't, then we just know you're a witch, because only witches melt in the rain. It's
really?
water. We'll be fine.
Oh, well, now I learned something.
Are you a witch?
Hey,
Are you a
no.
good witch or a bad witch?
Well, which witch is which?
I'm hungry. I want a sandwich. We'll see you next time.
All right. See you later.